Hello guys, I'm audible to you. Type yes. Awesome. So where are you from, guys? India. Great. Pondicherry. Awesome. Pune, Jajpur. I guess yes, because most of the participants are from India. So I guess it will be I'm comfortable with both. So will it be okay with you guys if I speak Hindi in between? Okay. So is my audio clear? Okay. So before starting, I want to know like, so how, like, absolutely, we'll we'll talk in English. So I want to know like how familiar you are with Canva. So are you a pro Canva user, or are you a like newcomer, 3 years also? Beginner. Okay. 3 years. Awesome. Expert. Great. 20. Great. No issues. I mean, today we're gonna discuss about graphic designing. So I am supposing that you are like new to graphic designing. Like, so yes. So what will, no, okay, great. Not a graphic designer. Doesn't matter. You will learn so much today. Like, it will help you throughout your life. Do one thing. If you have, grab a pen and paper or a notebook and note things down while I'm like, discussing with you all. So should we start, guys? Still people are like connecting. Yes, please.
When we start. So,
Okay. So before starting, guys, please mute your audio and video. Make sure it's muted. Okay, so let's start. Okay. So are you guys ready? Ready. Awesome. So hey guys, welcome to the webinar. So today we're gonna learn about graphic designing, its principles, its fundamentals. Like today, my sole motive is to clear your fundamentals of graphic designing. I hope that you are like new to intermediate in graphic designing, and to build a successful graphic designing career, you need to have a strong fundamental or strong foundation on which you will build your graphic designing career, right? So today my sole purpose is to make you understand and so make you capable of like designing or to think like a like graphic designer, right? So let's get started. Okay, so before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Soumya. I'm a Canva verified expert and a Canva creator. Okay, so generally I make content on Instagram. uh, I make short type of content. I teach new designers and small business owners how to design like a pro in Canva, even if you are a beginner, right? So so this is how we'll learn today. These are the topics we'll learn today. So you just read it out. Should we move forward? Type yes. Awesome. Mm. So what is this phenomena called graphic designing? So you tell me guys. So what do you think about graphic designing? When you like think about graphic design, what do you mean by it? Like what is graphic designing to you? Write in the comments. Write in simple language, okay? Digital art. Okay. Communication with visuals. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, then solve a problem by using design. Great. Visual representation of a brand. Okay. So presentation of work. Okay. So everything that you have mentioned in the comments, right? It's kind of true. So so graphic designing is visual communication. It's a way of like communicating with the viewer or the consumer or the like general people in a visual way by using, I mean, typography, colors, and images to convey your message or to to solve, as someone said, solve a problem. Generally it's a way to convey your message, and with conveying the message it's a way of solving the problem. What is the problem? The problem is like conveying your message to the audience. So to master graphic designing, you have to master the core principles of graphic designing, on which the whole curriculum of graphic designing is standing. Okay, so there are eight main core principles of graphic designing. You can just write it down. These are four. So move forward. Okay, so these are another four. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one in details. And today my motto is to like not to tell what it is, rather I will show you like with example, with proper example. I will try to explain you every like details about graphic design today. Okay, so the first one is balance. Okay, the main thing about a design is, if you see a great design, a great design has balance. Balance how? So if you look at a design, the sides or the portions of the design will always be balanced in a great design. So there are four type of designs. First is symmetrical, then is asymmetrical, third is radial, and fourth is mosaic. Okay, so okay, first one is symmetrical design. As the name suggests, it will bring a symmetrical balance. Okay, so these are the examples. So let's suppose you have a A4 paper, right? So if you fold it like horizontally or vertically, the one part of the page will always be identical to the other part of the page. This is how the symmetrical balance works. I'm a Canva verified expert. There are four Canva verified experts in India. I'm one of them. So it's the highest ranking of the Canva. Yeah. Okay. So look at this fast poster, right? So if you like divide in a with a line, so left side of the poster will always be symmetrical to the right side of the poster. Okay. So similarly here, if you divide with a straight line, this the left side of the poster will be symmetrical to the right side of the poster. This is how symmetrical balance work. Here, if you divide it with a line here, the top of the poster will always be symmetrical with the bottom of the poster. This is how symmetrical balance works. Is that clear? Okay. Second one is asymmetrical. As the name suggests, it's not symmetrical at all, right? If you look here, this portion of the like design is complementing to this portion of the design, but it is not symmetrical at all. If you divide here, it will be different. If you divide here also, it will be different, but somehow it makes sense. So this is this because it is using asymmetrical balance. So if you look at this poster. Okay, so the main thing about asymmetrical balance is the subject of the design. Most of the the subject of the design will take most of the place. Like here, it is taking almost all the part of the design and making the white space here for the copy, right? Similarly here, if you look at here, it is taking most of the part, leaving the white space for the copy. Similarly here, So almost 70 or 80% of the design is taken by the subject. So so in asymmetrical balance, if you divide it anyhow, it won't be symmetrical at all. But somehow it is creating balance because of using the white space, which we will discuss later. So yeah, that is how asymmetrical balance works. Third one is radial balance. So as you can see, it is a circle kind of thing in the center. So as the name suggests, the subject of the design, it will always be placed in the center and everything else will like revolve around it. Okay. So if you look at it, the main subject of the poster here is in the circle, right? And the rest of the type and other things are revolving around it. Similarly here, the main the main part of the design is in the circle in the middle, and the type or everything else is revolving around it. And the fourth one is mosaic. So mosaic, as you like, as the name suggests, mosaic means zigzag, right? There will be no equilibrium in the design, there will be no similar things in the design, there will be no uh, symmetric in the design, but somehow it will make sense because it is using mosaic balance. So if you look here, nothing is placed in a symmetric way. Also here, but it looks great. It is conveying the message, like the type is here. It is conveying the message, but it is not symmetrical at all, right? So are we clear this much? Awesome. So the second principle is contrast. The meaning of contrast, the uses of contrast is to highlight something, right? So if you have A or B, right? A or B, so it is using color or shape or weight or anything else to make one thing look highlight rather than the other. Okay, so there are four type of contrast in designing. First one is size contrast, color contrast, shape contrast, type contrast. The name are suggesting itself. In case of size contrast, like as the name suggests, it is using two different size of elements to create contrast or to create highlight. So if you look at here, the orange part is bigger as compared to the like the gray part. Or here the the dotted part is smaller as compared to the white part. Also, here like this is the subject, right? So the whole background is bigger as compared to the subject here. So this is how size contrast works. Second one is color contrast. Okay, so again the name suggests it is using two different colors, one brighter, one darker color to create contrast to see. Okay, wait. So this is a red color, which is a bright color. Here it is in the copy in the typography they have used black color to the darker color to create contrast. Also here the background is black, right? They have used a yellow color, which is a light color, to create contrast. This is how color contrast works. Third one is shape contrast. Again, the name suggests it is using shapes in the design to create contrast between the background or the colors or anything. But it is using shape, right? So if you look at this one, right, the middle one. So this is a ad for Vodafone. They have used their logo as a shape. They have used it in such a way that the background and the subject is differentiating. That it means that they're placing the shape as the barrier between the background and the subject. So so that it will create depth. Here also, this is the background. Okay, this is the subject. Here they have used blue color shape a rectangle to differentiate, to create boundary between the background and the subject. Similarly here, so here it is interesting thing is they have used circles as a shape, but they have used in the background also, and they have used like on top of it, because to create depth between two shape and the subject. Okay, so fourth one is type contrast. As the name suggests, it is using two different type of typography or two different type of fonts to create contrast. So if you look at here, the yellow one is a similar kind of typography. They have used like handwritten fonts in the black letters to create contrast. Like you can also read cook like a pro, and also you can read work clean and something which is written here. And here also the the text here is different and the text here is different. They have used two different type of text to convey the message or to create the contrast. Okay, are we clear this much? Okay, great. So third principle of designing is alignment. Okay, there are two type of alignment. First one is edge alignment. Second one is center alignment. Okay, so what is edge alignment? Edge alignment means I will show you. Okay, so if you look here in the four posters, right, there are four type of alignment. This is left alignment. That means if this is a single poster, right, the whole shape or whole copy, a whole typography, anything, whole element also they will place in the left side of the poster. This one is right alignment. So the main text, the main subject is here placed in the right alignment. And here the top alignment, the main subject, this is aligned to the top of the design. And here bottom alignment, the whole subject and whole design is placed in the bottom of the design as compared to the whole poster. Okay, second one is center alignment. So it is creating horizontal or vertical center alignment. So let's discuss about vertical alignment. So if you look at the whole poster, right, the whole thing is like aligned in a vertical line. If you draw a single vertical line here, it will be aligned in a single line. Also, here if you draw the whole, I mean whole line in vertical line in the poster, the whole thing will be aligned in the vertical line. Here also, here if you can see, it is horizontal, right? If you draw here a horizontal line in between, it the whole text, whole subject in the poster will be placed on the horizontal alignment. So are we clear this much? Awesome. The fourth one is repetition. As the name suggests, it's repeating. Whether it's element, it's the logo, it's the color, it's the shape, or the type, or the typography, anything. It is the uses of the element in a repetitive way to create harmony in the design. Okay, I will show you. So if you look at this, poster, it's a poster art by Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is a cold drink brand. So this is, if you look here, this is a single I mean, cold drink bottle, right? They have used in a repetitive way to create, in such a way to create a happy face, right? So if you look here, this is a single element which is called a face element, right? But they have used it such a way that it's creating a wave kind of thing to like to convey the message, or to to guide our eyes in such a way that it is creating a path here. with repetition. Also, this is a art by UNICEF. So they have used a single element, which is a plate or a spoon, but they have used such a way that our eyes is like guiding it to the center, or they are used in a repetitive way to create the visual harmony. Okay. Fifth one is hierarchy. Yes, sure. I will share the presentation. So hierarchy means, as I said, so hierarchy means to guide our eyes in a way, so to convey the message. So to hierarchy means this is the top, second top, third, fourth. Like to step down, like to create steps in the design, right? So I will show you how it works. So if this is the classic example of hierarchy, so this is like written. You will read this first, then you will read this, then this. Okay, so they have placed in such a way that these all are text, right? They have used one element here, so they have placed the text such a way that our eyes will automatically go like one by one by one in the similar way. So if you look here, our first thing our eye go to the like this part. Are you out of ideas, right? So then this one, then this one, then this one. This is how the hierarchy works. Hierarchy is used to create the steps, the create the way on which our eye will go. Sixth one is proximity. So wait a minute. Okay, proximity. Proximity. Okay. I have a game for you. So there are two different posters. So proximity is about wait. So proximity is about grouping. Like if you wait, if you look here, right, this is a single group. This is a single group. It is about grouping identical items, right? If this is a design, it is about grouping the circles in a way and the triangles in a way to create uh, like parts of designs. So I have a game for you. So tell me which one has proximity and which one has not. A or B? Exactly. Exactly. A don't, B has. Great. Because if you look here, right? So this is in this poster, this is a single type of like typography or a subject. This is another type of subject. This is a footer, right? Generally in footers there are contact details. So this is the contact details. This is the like this is the details, and this is a CTA, call to action button. But in general, as in footer, the contact details are used in the footer. So this design has no proximity, but this design has. Okay. So yes, so this is a business card. Okay. So if you look at this one, uh, like there is no visual harmony, right? So this is the logo, this is the name, like it is like placed indefinitely. So but with proximity, we have grouped the each individual items, right? The whole name and designation goes here, contact details goes here, website goes here, logo goes here. Okay, this is how proximity works. Seventh one is white space. White space is also known as negative space. Okay, also, so both the designs are about a similar thing, which is refrigerator, right? So tell me which one has white space and which one has not. Awesome. That is correct. A have white space and B has not. So the main purpose of white space is to create, like, to let the subject or the main type, whether it's typography or the imagery, the main purpose of using white space is to let it breathe. Okay. So if you look at here, this is the singular subject, the main subject, but it has so much white space. We can use it to, like, convey our message with typography or anything else. But and also the main thing is, if you look at here, our, like, as I said here, hierarchy. Okay. Our first thing, our eye goes to here, then here, right? But if you look at here, like, it's like, you can't look at it. I mean, you can't look at it for 5 minutes straight. It's just so bizarre. And the one of the main component of, like, main uses of white space is to, I mean, it is used to create luxury feelings by from the designs. So if you have money, right, and if I will show this A and B, generally most of the people will go with A, just because it is giving more luxury feeling as compared to the B. Here, without white space, if you look at here, right, there is no room to breathe. Like, this is so clumsy and the message is not clear. Also here, but if you look at here, this has so many, like, so much white space to convey our message, to let the main subject, or to even it is easier for our eyes to, like, look at it for as long as we want. And the last one is simplicity. It is also a form of white space. So it is a way of using simple things, or simple, it is exactly, someone wrote, because A is classic. Simplicity, that is for the previous slide, but also simplicity, simple designs can look classy. Okay, it is making look things look classic and luxurious. So if you look at here, right, they have used white space so much that, and also there are, like, very few typography here, like, type is here. So it is easier to look at, it is easier to read, it is so if you look here also, they have used very few elements, very few typography, just to convey our message. So this is how simplicity works in graphic designing. So do you have any doubts? All clear. Great. So so if you look here, right, s- this is graphic designing. It is placed on top of four pillars, right? So generally, whole graphic designing subject is based on four pillars. So these are equally, like, important to understand each pillar. And all, if you, like, understand or master these four pillars, right, your graphic designing career is sorted. So first one is color, second one is typography, third one is imagery, fourth one is layout. The most important is the fourth one, layout. Okay, I will discuss it in the last. So what is this phenomena called color theory? So if you can read here, like, people decide whether or not they like a product in 90 seconds or less, and 90% of that decision is based solely on colors. This is how important color is. So there are two type of colors. Can you guys tell me what is RGB or what is CMYK? If you have any idea about this. Someone said RGB is additive. Same okay, subscribe. Great man. Suraj. Great job. That's okay. RGB for digital. Great. CMYK for printing. Also great. So this is actually correct. RGB means red, green, and blue. CMYK means cyan, magenta, yellow. All these three color combined create black. Okay. So as someone said, it is additive color and RGB is additive, CMYK is subtractive. So you can see here the like difference between RGB and CMYK. RGB color is used for generally digital work like screens, and CMYK is used for printing. Earlier, it is in printing they used RGB colors, but as time passed by, as the printer evolved, they used CMYK. So in the main difference, if you like look at a design and see if it is RGB or CMYK, the main thing is colors in RGB looks more vibrant. It will more shiny, and the colors are less vibrant in CMYK. If you look at prints, right, which is CMYK colors, they are very less shiny as compared to the RGB colors. And also the main fundamental of RGB colors, if you mix all three colors like red, green, and blue, they will create white color. But if you combine cyan, magenta, and yellow, they will create black colors. This is the main difference between these two. So to master the colors, right? Wait. So additive color means they have like it is the addition or subtraction of light. So in colors, if in RGB they add light colors or light to create different type of colors, but in CMYK they subtract light from the color to create different type of light. Okay, to master colors, right? You have to learn color theory. Okay. So there are four type of color theory. You can write it down if you want to. Just let me know. Great. Write it down and let me know if you'll move forward. Done. Okay. First one is color harmony. Okay. There are three type of color harmony. Color harmony means to use colors to create visual harmony, right? So in complementary color harmony, this is a color wheel, right? So two opposite colors, like if you take red color and the opposite color is green color, they will complement each other. If you will take this light green color and the maroon color here or dark red, they will complement each other. This is how complementary color harmony works. Second one is analog. That means three side by side colors. If you like, this is blue. This I mean, if you use these three colors in a design, they will bring color harmony. Also, if you use these three colors, if you consider this color, the left one and the right one, all these three colors, side by side colors, they will create analog color harmony. And the triadic means if you look at the color wheel, three colors equally spaced around the wheel. That means, let's suppose we are taking this light color, then this color and this color. Okay, this is placing a triangle here. So this triangular color scheme, if you use this triangular color scheme, they will create color harmony. Color contrast, we have discussed it earlier. So it is using brighter or darker color to create contrast. So the main rule of this color contrast is, if you use, so if you look at this color wheel, right? If you use far further colors, the color which are completely opposite or very far from each other, they will create more like high contrast as compared to the colors which are uh, side by side, right? See, if you use these two colors in a design, they will never like create good contrast. Rather, if you use these colors, right, far side of colors, they will create high contrast. So this is a game for you. So tell me which are good contrast, which are bad contrast. Exactly, A has good contrast because this one is darker color, this one is darker color, this one is darker color. We have used darker color on top of a lighter or brighter background, but here it is a darker color. Also, we have used all the darker color on top of it. It is not creating visual harmony, or it is not creating contrast. Third one is temperature. Okay, so consider it as a whole color wheel. This side of the color is warmer color, and this side of wheel, which are this colors, is considered as cool colors. Fourth one is color psychology. So it is a like it is a subject, is a very vast subject, color psychology, uh, and most of our decisions, most of the graphic design decisions are based on this main purpose of color, main like psychology of color. Okay. So this is how our brain works. Like, as we humans are like emotional beings, this the uses of colors, different type of colors create different type of emotions in our mind, in our heart. So we take decisions. Yes, so we take decisions on. So so yes, so we take decisions on based of these colors. So if you look at red, right? So red color defines excitement, strength, love, and energy. So these are the brands who used red color as their main colors, and H&M is a fashion brand, and if you look at orange, they create confidence, success, bravery, sociability. Also, black, sophistication, right? So if you look at Prada, it's a very big brand, fashion brand. They, uh, yes, they use black and white color to create sophistication. So this is how color psychology works. So do you have any doubts on that? Awesome. Let's discuss about typography. So typography is a art of, like, art and technique of arranging type, right? That means it is about using a kind of font or a typeface. Typeface to create visual harmony. So there are eight core principle of typography. Please note it down if you want to, and let me know. Okay. These are other fours. Done. Okay. So the first one is font selection. So there are different type of fonts, but generally there are three type of fonts which are used widely. First one is serif font, second one is sans serif font, third one is cursive or script font. So these are the main fonts in the font family. There are narrow font, there are like expanded font, there are handwritten font, but those are secondary. These three are primary fonts. Okay. First is serif font. What is serif? Serif means there is a tail in at the end of the. If you look at this type, right, there is a tail at the end or at the starting of the design or the font. So this is called serif. Here, serif is a small line attached to the end of the stroke. Okay. So the classic example of the very widely used serif font is Times New Roman.
Okay.
Second one is sans serif. Sans serif means sans is French for without. So it is without the tail or without the, see here, it is a line or a stroke or a tail attached to the font, which is serif font. But if you cut down, like it is nothing is there, it is called sans serif. It is a modern kind of font which is widely used, and the widely used sans serif font is Helvetica, right? And third one is cursive. Like, so it is about fluid stroke created by handwriting. That means if you look at here, right? So there is a long stroke. If you look here, it is a long stroke to write the font at the beginning and also at the end of the fonts. So this is cursive or script font. Pinion script is a classic example of this font. Second point is font pairing. Like it is about pairing two different type of fonts to create visual harmony. There are mainly three different type of font pairing. First one is weight, second one is size, third one is type. As the name mentions, weight contrast. That means, so if you look here, right, consider it as a paragraph or it as a design poster, right? So if you look here, the main subject so is uh, thin as compared to the body. But if you look here, it is like creating a visual harmony because it is guiding your eyes to look it at first, then to read this one, right? So by using weight, this is thin, this is bold. So by using weight, you can differentiate the font or create a visual harmony. By size. So if you like comparing these two, these are almost similar size, right? But if you consider like compare these two, this one is bigger as compared to this font, in size also and in weight also, which is also guiding your eyes to read this one first and then this one, right? And third one is type. Type. That means these two fonts are similar fonts. But if you look at here, this is, I mean, it's a question for you, okay? So what kind of font is this? This one. Tell me in the comments. Right. So these both are sans serif font, but by using a single serif font in the title or in the heading and using sans serif font in the subject or in the body, it is creating visual harmony or contrast, right? Third core principle of typography is hierarchy. That means if you look here, right? So there is hierarchy means it is a way of guiding your eyes to look to separate things to create steps, right? So if you look here, your first your eye is guiding to here, then here, then here. But the main purpose of the heading is to create highlights, right? So if you use hierarchy in a good way, then your eye will guide you to read it first, then this one, right? This is how hierarchy works. Alignment. So there are four alignment. So um, in typography there are four alignments. First one is flush left, centered, flush right, and justified. I will show you with examples. Okay. Flush left mean if you like consider it as a space or a poster or a artboard. So this one is left aligned, this one is right aligned, okay? But to create flush left, let's suppose we have a straight line here. All both the title and the body will align in the left side of the line, okay? Center alignments, again, if you like draw a center line here, the whole text will be falling in center of the line. So that is how center alignment works. Third one is, guys, it will be like it will take some time. It will be more than 1 hour. Is it okay for you guys? Because I will make sure that you will learn so much more. Okay, great. No, great. So I will speed it a little bit. Okay. So flush right means if we like create a line here, the whole title will be falling in the right side of the line or the artboard. And justified means if you look at magazines, right? There will be like the whole body will be in between us, like single space. Like there won't be any left side or right side. That will be placed in a very formal way. That is called justified. So that means it will be like if you consider this and this as a space, the whole body of the magazine or the text will be aligned to left and right both. That is called justified. Fifth one is spacing. Three type of spacing is there: leading, tracking, kerning. This is uh, very so I will show you. So the line between these two, right? The space between these two lines, right? This is called leading or line spacing. You can use in Canva also. So if you like, you can increase it or decrease it to create space between. If you like increase very much, it will be very odd to look at it. If you decrease very much, then it will also be very odd to look at it. But it if you use in a good way, in a good distance, then it will be very easier for the eyes to look at it. Second one is tracking or letter spacing. That means it is the space between two letters, right? So if you decrease the letter spacing between letters, right, the distance between two letters will decrease here, and it was if you increase by 100%, the space between two letters will increase here. Similar here also. Kerning means, so if this is a like type, right, the kerning means the space between each letter will be almost identical. Like it is not similar, but almost identical, almost similar, not equal, but almost. Okay, but with if you like take this one, right, this unkerned, the space between T and the line is more as compared to this. Okay. Also look, if you look at here N and G, the space here is more as compared to here. This is how kerning works. Readability, that means using the like this leading, tracking, and kerning. If you like, as I said, if you decrease the space between the lines very much, it will be very like hard to look at it. If you like adjust in such a way that it will be easier to look at it. Okay. Emphasis means, so let's suppose this is a body, right? So you want to highlight. Emphasis means generally highlighting. Okay. So there are six ways of highlighting a specific word or a specific sentence in a whole body. First one is using bold. So by like here, if you look here, contains the details information, right? This one is using bold letters as compared to this one. So this is how it is creating emphasis. This one is using italic font as compared to this one to create emphasis. Caps mean it is small caps. It is and also color means this one is black color or darker color, and I've used this one to highlight the uh, information here by using orange color or lighter color. Size means this body and this body is different as compared to this to create emphasis. And underline means to highlight this one by using underlining. Okay. Contrast, as I said earlier, it is it is creating the differentiation by weight, by color, by size, and by typeface. Uh, by weight means by using bold here and by using normal here. By color means by using a different color here and by using a different color here. By size means by like if you consider this and this is bigger as compared to this, and this is bigger as compared to this. So by increasing the or decreasing the size, you can create contrast. And by typeface means you can like literally change to typeface to create contrast. Okay, do you have any doubts on this? Okay, great. So guys, let me introduce to like design school. It is so everything that I discussed here, right? With kerning. Okay, I will discuss it. Wait a minute. Kerning means, see, wait a minute. So look at here, the space between C and K, right? as this is uncurved, the space between these lines and the space between K and this line is bigger, much more as compared to here. It is curved, so the space between C and K is equal. Like it is very identical from this to this to this and to this. It is very like equilibrium to each other. But here it is very difficult, very differentiate. Okay. We will discuss it later, Naman. I will discuss it. Don't worry. So design school is I mean let me show you. Okay. So if you like go to this website, right? So this is a design school. You can get literally certificates by from Canva when you complete this. I mean courses, right? Here are different type of courses you can. I mean learn from Canva directly, and you can get certificates by completing after completing these courses. This is completely free, and you can. I mean you can see you can go like anytime and you can start it. You can uh, end it and you can get certificates. So it's a great way of like learning graphic designing, the whole graphic designing concept, a great initiative by Canva, right? So let's just a minute. Great. So there are 2.4 million people worldwide like using Canva and learning things from Canva, using their courses, getting certified. So you can join them, right? So as I said, it is the last pillar of the graphic designing, and this is the main pillar of the graphic design because it sets the mood, right? Layout. So it is the arrangement and organization of visual element like text, images, or shapes. That means it is using. I mean, okay, look at it. So it is using text, image, text, white space in such a way that so you can look, you can see it, right? This Amsterdam type, yes, if yes, great. So if you like look at it, right? So this is a result of a great layout, right? So if you look here, it is a footer, right? It is a header, it is a subject, main subject. This is a type, this is a type. So all these are a form of layout. So wait, there are four like, core principles of layout. You can write it down. Just let me know. Okay. So the grid. So if consider this, this is a single design, right? This is also single design. So there are 9 different designs, but all the 9 different designs are different from each other because the use of layout. This is a different layout. This is a different layout. This is a different layout. So that means if you consider black as the like image or and gray as the type, right? So you can place 9 images here, you can place one image here, you can place 4 images here and 3 type here. So this is how layout works. Before design anything, you have to create layouts. So to place, I mean, it is it is creating in your mind or in paper or anywhere. It is like to place which thing where, like to, like if you want to place type here, or if you want to place image here, if you want to keep it white space, anything that you want, right? This is how layout works or grid system work. The main like this is very famous one. This is called bento grid, right? So I hope you have seen it somewhere. So if you look at here, right? So bento grids are used for creating brand identity design or poster designs. It means here you can place the main subject as here you can place the typography, the color scheme, the details here, the logo here, anything that it is about planning, right? It is about planning the things before designing. So I want to place the image here, and I want to add the logo here. I want to add colors here. Like this is how layout works. Second one is rule of thirds, right? Do you have any idea rule of thirds? How can we set up a grid? I will show you. I will show you properly, okay? No idea. So rule of thirds, generally the photographer use this rule of thirds, right? And I will show you how it works. So this, if you like, see, if you consider this as a whole design, and if you like, the main purpose of using rule of third is to place the main subject in the design in this place, whether this place or this place, okay? This place, this place, this place, or this place, okay? I will show you, just a minute. Yeah, so I will show you how to create rule of thirds. So is it visible to you, the artboard? Okay, so let's suppose we are like taking a rectangle or square. There's a square here, duplicate it, expand it till here, okay? So then duplicate the whole the group and duplicate it, so expand here, okay? So you can see this intersection, right? Type here, okay. So to create a grid system, someone asked about grid, right? So to create a rule of third grid, go to file, go to setting, click on show ruler and guides, then drag this one, this, sorry, to this one to this, okay? So if we like delete the whole, we got our rule of third grid, okay? So as I said, the main purpose of rule of third grid is to place our subject here or here or here or here. And by using it, you can create actually cinematic things, right? So see, this one is center aligned, right? The main subject is in center, okay? So let's suppose uh, I'm placing this subject here in the rule of thirds, okay? I will duplicate. Just a minute. See, see, by placing this subject in the rule of third, right? First of all, it is looking more cinematic. Second of all, it is giving us white space automatically, right? It has white space, but you can write here and here and here. You can write properly. But here, if you use this image as a like poster or something else, You can use left alignment. You can add like whole subject here, right? So by using the main subject in the rule of third, you can create a visually appealing design also, which will be like looking cinematic, and also it will give you white space, right? Is that clear? Okay. So if you look here, right? So imagine that there is a line here. There is a grid. Okay, I will show you the grid automatically. Wait. Uh, let's take a line. Okay. So so as you can see, the whole subject in this poster, it is placed in the rule of thirds, which is allowing the whole poster to breathe. First of all, second of all, it is creating white space so that the whole text here, we can place the whole text here in the whole area, right? This is how rule of third works. Also you can see the main subject is uh, here, the rule of third. Also here the rule of, I mean the, wait, I will show you. If you go here, right, see now, the main subject is placed on the rule of third. Here also the rule of third. If you go here, the main subject is placed on rule of third. Okay. Okay. Second one is rule of odds. That means it is using odd numbers of elements, right? If you can see, right, this one is a single element, number one. This is two, and this is three. This is about using three different. If you look here, right, it is about using 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like odd number of elements to create visual harmony. And the fourth one is golden ratio. Golden ratio means it is like if you use a rectangle or a square and divide it in half, the in golden ratio it is 1 is to 1.618. Okay, I will show you. So if you take a rectangle, create a half, like if you use a diagonal line and just rotate it to here, and it will create the golden ratio. Like this whole place will create a golden ratio. Okay. So as you can see, this is the golden ratio. The main part is here. It is going around the whole subject. The main part is here. It is going around the whole subject like this. Okay, the curve. The main subject is here. The whole part is going around it. This is how golden ratio works. Do you have any doubts? Okay. So, so what is a logo? So logo is a primary visual identifier for a business. So there are 8 type of logos. We have less time. I will like tell you. So first one is wordmark. That means the, like as uh, Google, Google is a brand name, and the whole logo consists the brand name. Okay, as Disney, as Facebook. This is word type. Second one is lettermark. That means it is Home box office, the first letter of the logo will be used in the logo, right? HBO. Or like cable net news network. Okay. So CNN, this is letter mark. Pictorial means they have used pictures of animals or anything else as logos. Contour was means it is a combination of using shape and also the word. Okay, like this is a like oval shape with Samsung. This is a rectangle with IKEA. Like this is contour works. Combination means it is using see using pictures and the words, right? Emblem means it is so as you can see, emblem means it is using kind of a sign. Okay. Abstract mark means to use shape as the logo. Mascot means they are literally using a human figure or something or animal figure to use in a logo. Okay. Just a minute. So what is brand identity? Brand identity means, see, as I said, it's a bento grid. Brand identity means, let's suppose you have a brand, you created a logo, right? So you are using a logo, a specific color, and a specific typeface to create the whole visual appealing of the brand, right? So if you can see here, right, this is the logo. If you can see here, this is the letterhead, the business card. Everything consists of the similar color, which is blue and gray, and this is consist of the same typography also. So this is how you create a brand identity design. Okay. How to use Canvas Brand Kit? Wait a minute. Let me show you. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So let's suppose I have this letterhead. Okay. I have this letterhead. So if you look here, this is a brand kit which is consisting my brand logo, also my brand colors and my brand fonts. Okay. So if I will click here, it will automatically change the color of the letterhead. Also, if I'll click here, also it will change, right? So by using this brand kit, you can easily like change your color or maintain the hierarchy in the design of your brand. Okay. So we have like very few minutes. Okay. So before like completing, I want to like tell you something about Canva World Tour. Just a minute. Here. So if you go to Canva like World to this website, right? So you can see Canva is coming to your cities or your country or anywhere you are. You can literally go to events like you are coming to mind, right? So you can go to whether you can sit at home and you like um, learn from online events. You can like literally visit your nearest city which Canva is visiting. Also you can like yes 2 days before, I guess, Mumbai Canva had uh, a meeting in Mumbai. So this is Canva World Tour. So why Canva World Tour means? So it is allowing all the people, all the uh, new designers or Canva users to learn more about Canva, to learn more about the certification and the uh, see, you can learn anything. Like you can learn the Canva, you can learn designing anything. You can uh, by using Canva World Tour website, you can learn new things, and you can get certification by Canva, which will like meant a lot. So yeah, so if you go to this website, just click here, find event near you, and you can literally join for free and learn so much more about Canva and graphic designing. Okay. Yes. So any doubts, guys? What color and font difference in colors? Okay, premium brand, right? Well, just a minute. If you go to color psychology, here, look here, right? Purple is the main color which is used for luxury, royalty, ambition, right? I mean, if you go to purple or similar color to the purple, you can use it for luxury items, or you can use it for jewelry items, jewelry brand, jewelry logo. Uh, and font, generally font in luxury items or premium brand, they use serif font because it is like it gives a old school vibe, it gives luxurious vibe as compared to the sans serif font. And budget brand, I will say budget brand, it will like if you will go to like black or blue, I mean, or maybe you can use red, those are more vibrant colors, right? And you can use sans serif font for budget brands. It is more direct, more modern, and yeah. Anything else, guys? Doubt? Logo mark. Okay, just a minute. So, are you asking about this, right? So, Merendan. See the for logo design, right? There is not like, I mean, there is no specific rules. The main rule of logo design is it should be like memorable, right? It should not be like very clumsy. It should be simple. It should be like minimal, and it should be memorable. So if you consider this now, Nike logo, it doesn't represent anything. I mean, it's a footwear brand, right? Nothing here is uh, showing about footwear or shoes, but this is looking simple. It can use this tiny bit, or it can use as a big screen or big billboard. But the main purpose of a simple, elegant, simple, good logo, it should be simple, it should be memorable, it should be like easily, I mean, if you look at here Mitsubishi, it doesn't mean anything, but if you like 10 year down the line, if you look at this logo, na, you will like remember that it is Mitsubishi, right? So there is no specific way, but the main thing to look after is to make it to keep it simple while designing logo. I don't know. I mean, I have 2 minutes, I guess. I will share the PPT. I will share everything. I will. You can easily look the recorded video, and I will share the PPT. Also, I will share one file for creating layouts, like bento grid, creating layout and grid. That will be very helpful for you guys. Anything else? I hope. I guess I our time is like I have 1 minute. So thank you guys for joining. I hope it was like helpful for you guys. Okay. So thank you very much. I am Someranjan signing off. Thank you. Thank you for joining. It means a lot to me. Definitely, I will share brand designing. The only thing is time. I have limited time for that. Else, I would have gone 3 hours or 4 hours. No issues with that. Can you send the presentation? I will send the presentation in through mail. You will get it. No, don't worry about that. Also, I will send you like free some free items for that. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.